Welcome to the Unique Indoor Comfort Customer Experience Training Program. This training module will focus on the art of creating upfront agreements, mutual agreements between you and your customers, governing all interactions between you and the homeowner. In this training module, we will talk about the purpose and importance of upfront agreements, the benefits of making upfront agreements, when to make them, what happens if you don't, and finally, the 5 elements that make up upfront agreements. An upfront agreement is a mutually binding verbal agreement, a set of ground rules, if you will, that governs expectations and actions of each person during an interaction. It's an agreement established prior to or during the first few minutes of the interaction, be it on the phone or in person. It's a mechanism by which members of the Unique Indoor Comfort team and the homeowner agree to exactly what will take place while in the owner's home, from start to finish. It provides a means for Unique Indoor Comfort to control, or better yet, lead the homeowner through a sales, install, or service process efficiently and effectively. A mechanism to ensure an exceptional customer experience. There are many advantages and benefits to making upfront agreements for both the customer and for Unique Indoor Comfort. First, by going through the agreement process, we work together with the homeowner to establish the ground rules for the visit and the relationship. This sets them at ease because it gives them a level of control over the visit. Making upfront agreements helps build trust and creates comfort with the homeowner by establishing our respective responsibilities during the visit to their home. This helps to build the homeowner's confidence in you, the basis for all successful relationships. Upfront agreements helps you establish early on transparency, ensuring the homeowner is straight with you. And upfront agreements help you keep your intended process focused and on track because both parties know ahead of time what the next step is, what their respective responsibilities are, and whether at each juncture they should proceed to the next step. In short, the upfront agreement keeps your engagement honest, keeps it moving forward, and helps you maintain control so that everyone's time is not wasted. So when should you use upfront agreements? Well, upfront agreements should be used at various points throughout your engagement with homeowners. Some examples include on the phone with a homeowner prior to the first visit, at the beginning of each visit when on site at their house, at the end of each visit before leaving their house, and at the conclusion of a sale, install, or service call to discuss add-on business, future business, and referrals. In fact, a rule of thumb is never start or end an interaction with the customer without one. Consider the following. Let's say that our interaction with a homeowner requires that we engage with them 3 times. Visit 1, visit 2, and visit 3, each requiring approximately 1 hour. At the outset or beginning of the first visit, set an upfront agreement or upfront agreement 1. This will govern the expectations and actions during the interaction. At the end of the visit, set a second upfront agreement or upfront agreement 2. This will govern, again, all expectations and actions during that subsequent visit. Now, when you arrive and begin the second visit, make sure that you review the agreement you made during the prior visit in order to remind them of what they agreed to and to determine if anything has changed. Now, at the end of the second visit, again, set a third agreement, upfront agreement 3. Again, this will govern everything that will occur when you again re-engage with the customer. And as done before, when you arrive for the visit, review the agreement that was made during the prior visit to make sure that nothing has changed. So what happens if you don't make an upfront agreement? Well, in many cases, Number one, expectations between you and the homeowner may simply not align. You may expect to ask questions to fully understand how you might be able to assist the homeowner. Theirs, however, is entirely different. They expect you to immediately share specific information about critical equipment they believe they should replace. That can be quite uncomfortable. Number two, expectations between you and other team members may differ. You may expect to address a specific item. On the other hand, your team member is expecting to work on something entirely different. Number three, your sales cycle, the install, or a service call lengthens excessively. Number four, you miss the opportunity to identify critical differences that, if known, would prevent you from proceeding forward with the homeowner in the first place. And number five, you're forced into situations you just simply don't want to be in. Free consulting, expanded scope creep, and ultimately investing excessive time and energy. There are 5 basic elements to an upfront agreement. Number one, the purpose of the visit, whether it's a sales call, installation, or service call. Every contact with the homeowner should have a specific purpose and intended objective. Ideally, by achieving the objective, you move your relationship with the homeowner forward. Number two, in every upfront agreement, you should define your agenda for the visit and what your role and responsibilities will be and what you expect the homeowner to do during the visit. Be clear and specific about the questions and actions you will be engaging with the homeowner. Number three, in every upfront agreement, you should also define the homeowner's expectations or agenda. You must attempt to uncover what objectives they are looking for and what is expected of you. This keeps you from being blindsided during the visit and ensures you're working in a manner the homeowner defines as appropriate. Number four, your upfront agreement should also include the date, time, and duration of the visit. And finally, number five, in every upfront agreement, you should describe the expected outcome of the visit or end results. Now, for sales, it is often whether to proceed to the next step in the selling process, and later, a decision whether to buy or not, a yes or no. Now for the install and service teams, this is often a review and acceptance of work performed during the visit, or a review of recommendations that have been made and a decision whether or not to proceed with the recommended work. In closing, take control of the time, energy, and resources you invest, from managing routine interactions with customers and coworkers to working through the most urgent matters or conflicts. Practice applying this powerful technique to propel your efforts forward in the wisest manner, ensuring you optimize each interaction and commitment made. That concludes this training video. Thank you for participating in this module. Don't forget to do your pre-work prior to class, and I'll see you in training.